Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.
This is a Till You Collapse podcast. I'm Brian. I'm your host, and we're back again with my man, co-host Memo Guillermo.
What's up?
You look like you're asleep, G.
Nah, I'm awake.
Wake the fuck up. We're fucking here.
Yes, we are.
We're living.
Yes, we are. We're alive.
Wake up.
Yep.
Fucking take this day by its nuts and make it your bitch. And all of you listening should do the same thing.
Exactly.
So, guys, I'm going to be right out the gate. Please share this podcast. If you get one golden nugget from it, share it, review it, subscribe it. Someone's walking in the warehouse right now, live. They can see us recording this podcast. Oh, it's just your brother. It's a little Julu's. Katie's brother is here to work out. What's up, man? So please share the podcast. We appreciate it. Review it. Everything. That's the only way we grow this thing. So we did an event this last weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how was that?
It was fun. It was a long day, but it was fun.
Yeah. So The funny thing is when we grew this brand back in the day, we didn't do many events. You know, that whole in-person event thing, it's a grind. And we, I grew it online because I found that my ROI was higher for focusing my time and money and effort online than in person. But now that we're a bigger brand, we're kind of going backwards, back to the roots of how a lot of companies start like that in person. I sold a lot in person, more like the street, my fucking trunk. Like there was a bunch of street grinding, but not so much event wise, right? Mm-hmm. But it was a good time. And the thing that I really liked about it was meeting people. You know, the bodybuilding shows, they're people that represent the Till You Collapse mindset and work ethic. To get in that kind of shape, to have that kind of discipline and dedication, you're representing what our brand's about, that mindset, that work ethic. So I really like that because people like that should be wearing our shit. And that's where our brand started, in the gym, competitors, fitness, bodybuilding. That's what it started as, you know. And, you know, we've done a little bit of lifestyle stuff, but for the most part, that's where our brand started, and that's what it is. And when you have a brand and you're building a brand, never forget what the core of it's about, you know. And a lot of times as a brand, you want to evolve, you want to try to change, you want to go to different avenues, which we're continuously doing, especially in apparel, because this is a fucking difficult space. Mm-hmm. Apparel is a bitch. I'll tell you that straight up. This is my 9th year in it. And it's hard. But always remember what your core is. Don't stray too far away from that, because that's when you can get in trouble as a brand, as a company. You always think there's a shiny object somewhere else, or the grass is greener on the other side. Stick to what made you pop and just double down on that. Yes, you can try other things, but a lot of people try too many other things or go too far in other things that are outside of their realm because someone else is killing it, someone else is doing good doing that. Doesn't mean necessarily you will, because they're not you and you're not them. And that's with anything in life, right? Mm-hmm. So it was a good experience. You know, I loved it. What I really liked was the brand recognition. Everybody that came up valued and spoke so highly of our brand. We have a lot of brand recognition because of what we've done online so much. Whereas typically at those shows, brands that only do that don't have as much large recognition because they're not seen on such a big scale, mm-hmm. right? So it was very cool. You know, I felt a lot of pride in me hearing what they said, and yeah, it was good. We'll do more. So look out for us.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Maybe this time you'll remember to take a picture or two. This fucking guy. Yeah. This fucking guy. What are we going to talk about today?
You tell me.
That was a good little spiel there. What I want to talk about, honestly, is something I've been thinking about. And this is going to hit a lot of you to the core, because a lot of you I know as entrepreneurs are struggling as this, especially as parents too. This is a dual message. If you're an entrepreneur, you're trying to start a business, or you do have a business, or if you're a parent and struggling with what you post on social media, who you are on social media, and what you convey. Because everyone knows on my social media, I am who I am. I cuss a lot. I'm open. I talk about a lot of things. And that's real to who I am and what I'm about. And a lot of you guys try to be someone you aren't, or something you aren't. And you try to please everybody, even if it's not true to who the core you are, what you really believe in, what you stand for. You keep that hidden away because you're scared about losing friends, losing followers, having people think a certain way of you. And I'm here to tell you, yeah, that's the reality of it, because I've felt it. My family has felt it. It's affected me personally because of how large I am on social media, how active I am on social media, what I've decided to do and put myself out there. People judge me for it. People even judge my family for it. And that's the reality of this game. And yeah, I mean, there's friends of my kids, and I know their parents may not like me because what I talk about on social media and who I am and how open I am about stuff and everything we talk about on this podcast. And I'm here to fucking say, tough nuts. Like, this is real life. Like, your kids, if you're mad that I'm the father of my amazing kids and you don't want your kids to hang out with my kids because of who their parent is, because I stand for something and I speak for something and I'm real, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. Because here's the thing. Your kids need to learn about the world. My kids watch my social media. Everything I say on social media, I talk about drugs sometimes. I cuss. I talk about everything. These kids are going to hear about that shit and figure out about that shit in high school, in middle school. Do you want them finding it or hearing it from some fucking kid that doesn't know about anything or has some sideways information on something? Or do you want them like, I'm here to communicate with my kids and teach them about everything? They need to come to me about everything, because the reality of this fucked up world is they're going to be in front of a lot of drugs. They're going to be in front of a lot of fucked up situations. And I want them to know what's going on. And I want them to hear my voice in the back of their head, not seeing it or experience it the first time because they're so fucking sheltered that they don't know what to do or think. And then they make the wrong decision, because how can you make a decision right or wrong if you don't know anything, right?
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, it's fucked up, dude. And the thing is so many of you guys are being fake on social media, or so many of you are not being who you are, what you really believe in, because you're worried about what people will think of you. And I'm here to tell you, people are going to think about you a certain way anyways. I mean, look at me. I'm relatively young. I drive nice cars. I'm all tatted up. But I'm a fucking nice, genuine person. If you actually have a fucking conversation with me and you get to know me, I don't think I am who a lot of people think I am from the outside. And I've gotten that a lot. People see me, they prejudge me. They think I'm a certain way because that's what this fucked up fucking world's about. And then they're like, oh shit, I actually have a conversation with him. Oh shit, I saw him around his kids. He's an amazing father. I mean, he's just like I am. He's just a little louder and a little more out there about what he believes in, right? Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's something that's really affected me. It's affected my friend circles. It has affected a lot. And I feel it. And I see it. But I'm not willing to compromise on who I am, what I believe in, and what I'm going to speak about on social media, on my podcast. Because you know what? The amount of messages I get on people's lives I've saved or lives I've changed is worth it to me. And I have conversations with my kids about it. My kids know, and my kids understand. And if you want to be the kind of parent that puts on a fake facade of who you are and what you believe in, and behind closed doors and behind closed curtains, you actually agree with me, except you just don't want people to think you think that way, you're fucking fake. People can see right through you. You're not teaching your kids anything, and you're not teaching anyone anything about who you are as a person. So please, I know you guys struggle with it. I know you guys are scared what people think. That's the number one thing I hear, and that's why I'm talking about this. I've talked about this message a few times before in different ways. I've never talked about how it's affected me personally, but it has, big time. And yeah, it sucks. It used to sting right in the beginning because I know who I am. And there's been some friendships that I actually care about that have maybe gone away because people can't handle it. Because people are worried about what people think of them being associated with me. Listen to that. But then here's the thing. When I think about it, I don't want to be associated with those kind of people anyways. Because those kind of people aren't like me. And it's okay to be associated with people that aren't like you. I'm not saying just only be around people like you. Don't be around people. But as far as real motherfuckers that I'll bury a body with, motherfuckers that I'll get their back no matter what, That's why my circle's so small. There's not many people like that, but as you speak out, as you are genuinely, unapologetically who you are, you will bring in the right tribe. You will attract people like you, and those are the people you attach to and you build lifelong friendships with. And there's not many, because there's so many things that we're different than most. Our work ethic, our mindset. I mean, there's a reason why successful entrepreneurs are like the top 2% of the society. Top 2%. So there's 98% of people out there that are not similar to us. Do the math. That's a lot of people that are not like us. So you should be feeling different, and you should be feeling weird. And you know what? You should have pride in not being like anybody else. That's the last fucking thing I want to be, is like anybody else. I'm in my own lane. You're allowed to think what you want. You're allowed to express what you want. I don't care. Good or bad. This is fucking America. We can have our own opinions. That's what's great about this country. But as long as you're real, as long as you're good, a good person, good values and morals at the core, you're doing the right thing, you treat people how you want to be treated, you can't go really wrong. You know, I have a long list of core values that I live by. And a lot of you people judging don't live by those core values, except yet you're so judgy, and you're up there in your ivory tower pointing around judging people, except you fucking don't put the cart back. And you're lazy as fuck. And you do shit behind closed doors. You're a fucking porn addict. Who the fuck are you? Right? So I really want you guys to think about this, because if you've been holding back, I'm challenging you, listen to this podcast. If you've been holding back who you are, this is for example. Let me just give you an example. My dad, Persian immigrant, he's Muslim. He's a hardcore left Democrat. He's disagreed with me. He's fully vaccinated. He disagrees with me 100% about COVID, 100% about all this shit. I'm covered in tattoos. He hates tattoos. He wanted me to go to college. I didn't even barely graduate high school. I love that man, and that man loves me more than anything in this world. Yet all those things I just talked about, we're so different in. I could have tried to please my dad and gone to college and hated 4 years of my life. Not gotten one tattoo and didn't follow my passion with that. I don't agree with him politically at all. Yet, here we are. He's my father. I'm his son. I followed my own path, regardless of what he thought. My father, probably one of the most important people in my life. And we still love each other more than ever. We're closer than ever. I think he respects me for it. Yeah, it turned out okay. I'm one of the most successful people in our family. It worked out. But even if it didn't work out, I think there's some pride and there's some appreciation and some respect in somebody that is unapologetically themselves and follows their own path. Even if your family, your parents, your sisters, your best friend, everyone close to you doesn't agree, and you feel something in your gut and heart that you want to get off your chest or convey or get a message out there, but you're not because you're worried about ruining those relationships, you may have a hard time in those relationships initially. But, I mean, my dad did. We had a little time we didn't talk to each other, but eventually the respect and the appreciation for you to be true to who you are at your core will come back around. I promise you that. And that's all I can tell you guys. Please do it, because we need more people in this world, especially now more than ever, following their gut. And here's the thing. There's no compromise on it. It's not just the big things. It's little things. It's stuff like that. Like, if you don't feel a certain way, because here's the thing. You're being fake by trying not to be fake. Like, by you trying to please people and you not really speaking your true voice, you're being fake. Like, stop being fake. Like, if you don't think this is right, or if you don't think the color is light blue and you say it's light blue, that's not genuine to what you think. So all I can say is be real and be genuine to how you feel all the time. no matter what the subject, little or small, and you can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong. Anyways, that's just something that's been on my chest lately. Memo, you got anything to share?
Nah, I think you covered most of it.
I'm excited for you to start modding that AMG. We got to lower it. We got to put 21s on it. We got to do blow off valve. We got to do tune, all that shit.
Got to put the calibers. Got to do a bunch of other stuff as well. Yep.
You ready?
Almost.
Don't be scared.
I'm never scared. I bought an AMG last minute. I ain't scared.
I don't know about last minute. It was kind of impulsive.
It was impulsive. It was a little impulsive.
It was amazing.
It was.
I still love it. I mean, shit, I haven't bought a car. Holy shit, this is the longest I haven't bought a car.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm going to take some time.
Smart.
No rush right now. But, guys, listen to this podcast. Listen to it twice. It's not that long, but I know you'll get something from it. I mean, I shared with you guys some personal shit. And it's real. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. We're out.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.